Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. They find some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party.
All right, come on.
Right away, they'll change the look.
All right, fellas, listen up.
In motion goes the tight end.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 9. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now the first run for Devon Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Scat. Turbo 1, high. 21G, 21G. Hey, 21 TA.
Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's third down. But you look at this defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top-5 passing offense in this one.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
At the 21-yard line.
All right.
2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, Put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They will start this drive with Ford. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one is right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Jerome Ford, 67 yards.
And the Pioneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Solo left Zion.
On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Achane. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Go ahead.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on, 2. Right.
Gets this one to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Go ahead.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Here's 3rd and 7.
Come on, 3, kick.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And Tua is going to change things up. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Running right, here's Achane. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 12.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Achane on 1st and 10. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, they go back to Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14.
Pioneers 17, Dolphins 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
All right, fellas.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hill going to go in motion right.
Turbo one, high. 21G, 21G. Ready.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A game there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now it's Achane headed right, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
21G.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The final shot before the break, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 3. Out. Watson lost it. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. No return, but it goes down. It's just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
It's safe. Go ahead. Hey! Scat.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A-Chain now up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Tua going to change the play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Again, it's A-Chain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd down and 3. This is Ford. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run with Ford. And he stopped immediately there. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Watson.
as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A-chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, get set.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. In motion, Hill.
They'll run for it with A-chain.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run it with A-chain.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because, you know, it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game.
All right.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Whoa. Hey, hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
This one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Now the try here for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Pioneers 24, Dolphins 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The 2 is going to change things up. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On the ground, it's Ford. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Pioneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Ford. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, You don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they... So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Taking down back at the 12-yard line.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It's Achane on the give. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Corner, long.
On second down, Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Hey. Solo left Zion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second and a couple.
54! 55!
Throwing now, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's fourth. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
59!
Watson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
8-yard pickup. First down, Pioneers.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2,